Hey everybody, ScottyB here. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon, as you can tell, and I'm sitting here just right outside of my home. I've got my little container here. Yes, that says Starbucks, and yes, right up above me here, you can see it says Starbucks. This is right here, the entranceway. This is Starbucks right outside my home. I mean, I literally just live a quarter mile, half a mile right over there. Anyways, I'm drinking my Gano Cafe. I'm having the classic and the hot chocolate, the chocolade, mixed together, so I'm having my special mocha. We call it Puerto Rican mocha because that's where I first had it. But anyways, I just want to get this video out to you guys real quick. You know, it's amazing. I've been thinking about this. Amway was started in 1959, and it's grown by $800 million in the last year alone. They're expanding globally. And you know, the interesting thing is every new person that's joining Amway, there could be somebody doing an Amway meeting today, and a new person will join, and literally that person is linked all the way up to somebody who in 1959 got started. Now, in between, there's a lot of people that have dropped out, a lot of people that have quit, a lot of people that have left to go to other companies that they thought were more promising, they thought would become the next Amway, or maybe be bigger than Amway. Maybe it was a startup company that paid an extra 1% on a level, or an extra 2%, or had an extra $5 bonus here or there, you know, or they thought they could be first. You know, hey, a lot of people know about Amway. You know, there were people that left Amway in the 60s and 70s saying, wow, you know, there's a lot of people starting to hear about Amway. Well, here we are 52, almost 53 years later, and they're still enrolling new people. Now, granted, not at the same level they were before. There's no question about that. But there's still new people coming in. So what does that say for somebody when you get a chance to be first? When you truly get a chance to be one of the first people who help launch something, and what can be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years down the road? I mean, you know, some of us hopefully are going to be here then. If we're not, maybe children, grandchildren, or whoever. But I really do believe that 52, 53 years from now, people are going to be drinking coffee. And I believe that people are going to be just as concerned with their health 52, 53 years from now as they are today. And just like people are washing their clothes and washing their dishes today as they did 52, 53 years ago. Interesting thing, look at Herbalife. Herbalife's been around since, I can't remember the exact year, but I think they've been around for 30-something years, you know, maybe even close to 40, a long time. Same thing with Mary Kay. New Skin a little bit less, but close to 30. I mean, you know, A.L. Williams, Prime America, that was started, that's almost 30 years, 30, 32, 33 years old. Anyways, you look at these companies, and they're still growing today. And nobody's ever got bigger than they have, and the people who laid those foundations with them are the people who are the multimillionaires of today. So does that mean that you or I are going to be guaranteed to be a millionaire? Well, it doesn't guarantee it unless we get out there and continue to share the coffee with people. That's what we have to do. And I know sometimes I go through periods where there's not near as many people joining during the course of the week that I sat down with, that other times it seems like a lot of people are joining. And you go through those phases. I remember when I very first started in this industry, I mean, there were a lot of people I sat down with that said no. But you know what? I looked at it at that time. I didn't have the experience. I was new, was not proficient at what I was doing by any means. I definitely had some doubt, certainly had some fears whether I could make it happen or not. You know, just all the typical stuff that goes on. I didn't like to hear no. You know, I had fear of contacting people and scheduling appointments a lot of time because I just didn't have the belief or confidence in myself. The one thing I never had, though, is I never had a company that was this strong. Certainly never had a product that was this strong, an opportunity that was this strong. I didn't have all the key components in place that we have right here. So I think that the question we have to ask ourselves is, it's kind of like Michael Jackson's song, Man in the Mirror. We got to look in the mirror and say, are we truly doing all that we can do? I mean, how many people, think about this, how many people have you truly shared the coffee with in the course of the last 7 days? I mean, brand new people that you sat down with, either in person or with somebody on your team, for those of you that have teams. And then the other question I'd have is, you know, how many times have you got somebody that you've shared the coffee with on the phone with your sponsor or one of the leaders in your upline, just to kind of share with them the team aspect of what we do and how support's in place and how they're going to have access to a great team to help support them build this business and this new business should they want to come in? Have you done any follow-up calls with people you've talked to in the past that perhaps haven't said yes but haven't said no? Have you done any follow-up calls to them? You know, these are questions that we all should be asking ourselves. Have we done any follow-up calls to introduce them to some of the other people on our team, just to let them know, hey, this is one of the people on the team that should you decide to come in, you'll be working with them. So these are just some things to be thinking about. That there's no right or wrong answer to any of this, other than the answer that we feel is the right or wrong answer, you know? And that's the cool thing about this business. It's totally on our own shoulders. There's no boss hammering us, telling us what we have to do. And therein lies the freedom of this type of business. On the other hand, if you don't have the self-discipline, or if you haven't determined, you know, why you truly want to build this business and got connected to what that drive is, then that self-discipline thing could be a difficult thing to deal with as well. So anyways, just some thoughts are going through my mind on a Sunday afternoon. As you can see, I'll show you the blue skies, and I don't want to blind you, but there's the sun. And anyways, it's just a gorgeous day. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm in that foreign country of Kentucky. The city is Louisville. It's my home. You know, people say, Scott, you're traveling all over the place, and I do, and I'm home now. And it's awesome to be home. Family and everybody's here, so that's totally cool. But, you know, I just had some thoughts on my mind, and it really comes to that, you know. We've got market penetration right now of about 1/4%, just about 1/4%, and that means that basically here every 500 people that walk by, there's a chance that, or about every 400, there's a chance that 1 out of every 400 is actually taken a sip of our coffee. Doesn't mean they know about our business, just means on average 1 out of 400 has taken a sip of our coffee. So I see 400 people go by, and I guarantee you 90% plus, at least 360 of them have heard of Amway, had a family member in Amway, have used the products, have been in, got out, been in, got out. Mary Kay, New Skin, probably 60, 70, 80, 90% depending on the company. But to think that 1/4% at most, and by the way, I know that's skewed. If you live in Southern California, if you live in the Rio Grande Valley in Texas, that's where most of that 1/4% is. If you live anywhere else, it's less than that. It's less than that. It's a fraction of a percent. So anyways, hope you're having a great Sunday. Hope you get this week off to a great start. Hope you're finishing this year strong. We literally got 2 months to finish the year, then 2012's here. And that is going to be a foundational year for a lot of people. It can be for you if you decide, if you want it to be. You got to make that decision. So I'm going to cut this right now. Hope you have an awesome, awesome day. I'll be talking to you soon. Take care.